One last thing on Revelation. You got 3 sequences of 7. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. I've told you where I think we are. I think we are toward the end of the first sequence. I think we're between the 4th and the 6th seal. Then what do these mean? The seals are, I believe, the seals on the record copy of the Torah. Remember in Jeremiah? Jeremiah bought a piece of land. There are 2 deeds. There is the deed that is the working copy that you keep in your desk at the farm. And so when you're arguing with your neighbor over who owns that tree, you can pull out your copy of the deed and say, no, it says here it's mine or it's yours or whatever. There is also a record or a sealed copy that you keep in the county seat, because you could change your copy of the deed. So if your neighbor looks at that and says, oh, boy, that handwriting looks an awful lot like yours, Charlie, let's go back up to the county seat and see the original. The seals that he is unrolling is the original copy, the one that hasn't been corrupted by 3,000 years of translations and mistranslations and misinformation. It's the record copy. And he's opening the seals, and as he opens the seal, he says, see where it says that? That's me. See where it says that? That's me. See where it says that? That's me. I own the place. This is mine. So the 7 seals are establishing his ownership. He's the owner. Then we have the 7 trumpets. The 7 trumpets announce the coming of the king. So the 7 seals establishes that he is the owner, he is the king. The 7 trumpets then announce to the world the coming of the king. I believe that at the 7th trumpet, he will touch down on the Mount of Olives. The 7 bowls are the king taking vengeance on his enemies, all of which is all over Scripture. That's why I think that the seals, the bowls, and the trumpets are sequential, linear, and literal. So when it says the sea turns to blood, the sea is going to turn to blood. Revelation is not hard to understand at all. It is a very clear book. It's intended to be clear. It's intended to be understood. It is not intended to be obscure or tricky. And if somebody makes it obscure or tricky, I am suggesting they are trying to sell you some brand of cornflakes. It isn't hard. It's not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be easy and clear. Now, there's things in it that are going to be difficult, don't get me wrong. But understanding it isn't one of them.